Hello viewers, welcome to the African News Update on Top Accolade News. First, the headlines. UK and US issue fresh security alert on Uganda. Ethiopian forces accused of drone strikes in Amhara. Flood cases increased to 29 in Somalia. Details coming up shortly. On security matters, UK and US issue fresh security alert on Uganda. In Uganda, both the British High Commission and the US Embassy have issued a security alert warning of a growing terror threat, including the targeting of foreigners. They have cautioned their citizens against attending large gatherings, worship activities, music, and cultural festivals. The popular Inyege festival, scheduled for Thursday, is of particular concern. Additionally, the UK government has advised against visits to Semoliki National Park and Queen Elizabeth National Park due to heightened security risks. Recent months have seen increased insecurity in Uganda, with authorities successfully thwarting two separate attacks on churches by the Allied Democratic Forces ADF in September and October. The ADF is responsible for a deadly school attack in June that claimed the lives of 42 people. Still on security matters, Ethiopian forces accused of drone strikes in Amhara. In the northwestern Ethiopian region of Amhara, ongoing and widespread fighting between government forces and local militaries have raised alarms, with residents accusing government forces of employing drones and indiscriminate shelling. Since August, an internet shutdown has hampered independent verification of these allegations. Witnesses from various regions within Amhara report intense, days-long clashes that involve the use of heavy weapons and drones. In one district, a tragic incident saw 5 individuals attending a funeral injured when an artillery shell struck nearby. Another district reported their strikes targeting a school. Local priest and an opposition figure in the historic city of Lalibela expressed concern over careless firing of heavy weapons endangering local churches recognized as World Heritage Sites by UNESCO. Western countries, including the United States and Britain, have expressed deep concern over the ongoing violence and called for dialogue. Regarding environment, flood cases increased to 29 in Somalia. In Somalia, a devastating toll has been exerted by ongoing flash floods, with the death count rising to 29, as reported by the National Disaster Management Agency. These relentless floods have caused injury and distress to an estimated 850,000 individuals, according to Mahamuud Moallim, the agency's head. The United Nations Humanitarian Affairs Agency previously confirmed 14 fatalities in the flood-stricken areas. This week, Somalia has declared an emergency in the states most affected, including Jubaland, Ishabelle Southwest, and Gamudug. The catastrophe began last month when heavy rains raised water levels, leading to the overflowing of the Juba and Shabelle rivers. The impact has not been confined to Somalia, as neighboring Kenya and Ethiopia have also witnessed flash floods, a situation exacerbated by El Nino phenomenon as predicted by OCHA in September. You are watching the news on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Concerning safety, Canada Embassy explosion kills 2 in Nigeria. In Nigeria's capital, Abuja, a devastating explosion at Canada's High Commission has claimed the lives of 2 individuals and left 2 others injured. The incident occurred as generators containing 2,000 liters of diesel were undergoing maintenance, causing the fire to erupt. Nigerian officials have reported that the two casualties were maintenance workers from Nigeria. While the exact cause is still under investigation, Canada's Foreign Affairs Ministry, quoted by local media, has stated that all indications point towards an accident rather than a deliberate act. The injured victims have been admitted to a hospital in Abuja, where they are being treated for severe burns. The President of Nigeria expressed sympathy for the Canadian government and diplomatic community following this tragic event. In sports, Falcons urge NFF to retain Waldron. The Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) is currently deliberating the contract situation of Randy Waldron, head coach of the Super Falcons, and some team members are voicing their support for his continuation. Waldron, who guided the Falcons to a round of 16 finish at the 2023 Women's World Cup, saw his 3-year contract end on October 31st. The NFF officials were reportedly impressed by his performance at the World Cup and have urged the technical committee to engage in discussions with Waldron for a 1-year contract renewal. Several players argue that retaining Waldron would ensure continuity and build on their recent successes. The Falcons' impressive performance at the Women's World Cup saw them rise in the FIFA rankings, moving up to 8 places from 40th to 32nd in the last rankings released in August. That concludes our African news update for today. Stay tuned for more news and development from across the continent. Thanks for joining us. I am Jonathan Powe. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.